Go us, Bjorn.
Excuse me.
Freshly cleaned hands.
Can you pull on this?
Oh.
Hey!
Okay.
Okay!
You won.
Finally! I won. Yay.
Congratulations. What did you win?
Nothing.
This is done.
Yes, you won. What's in your thing? What's in your thing?
What's in my thing?
Which? This is what you won.
And now you have to tell the joke.
Yes, tell us the joke. I'm sure it's going to be hilarious.
Where do snowmen go to dance?
Where do snowmen go to dance?
Let me guess. Is it the snowball?
Yes! That's correct.
All right. Awesome.
Hilarious.
How do you say Merry Christmas in French?
Bon Noël.
Merry Christmas
In French. I think it's Bon Noël.
Yes. Yes, it is.
I don't know. I didn't read it.
Made by the same people who made the Christmas Carol.
Joyeux Noël.
Joyeux Noël. Okay. But yeah. Okay.
Joyous
Joyous.
Christmas. Okay.
Yes. That is. It would be then a Bonne année for Happy New Year, I guess.
Great job. Great job. Put them in the box.
That looks like it belongs somewhere else.
This coffee made, by the way. Fresh coffee. You know what?
Ooh.
Did you ever make tea?
Okay, do you need any help?
Yeah, well, I'm emptying.
Those can also go into the dishwasher. And the birdie. This is one, right? The one I gave you. Okay.
So what does one have to do to get a broom clear out of here?
To get a. That's not this
They're
one.
not currently available.
Right? Yes, but I mean afterwards. To earn a broom clear.
Earn a broom sleigh.
Putting the plastic.
You have to pass all the tests. Where did all the towels go?
Towel.
Into the wash.
This is very smart too.
I think there might be.
Well, before Stefan almost forcefully prevented me from using them because they were unwashed. Unclean.
Unclean. Ooh.
What did you say when you opened the door, Luca?
No solicitation.
No solicitations.
We do not buy anything at the
He's not gonna buy anything.
What was the joke?
So they were, it's not happening that much anymore. But back in the olden days,
Had a paper like
Okay, is this more like, okay, sorry, not interest.
Yeah, what is it?
yes,
Yes.
we don't buy stuff.
We're not. No, the other way.
Oh.
90 degrees. 90. 90. There you go. There you go.
Okay,
The
so
other
like,
90.
sorry, we're not interested. Okay.
Yes, we do not buy things from traveling salespeople.
How about the evangelist?
Yeah, we don't buy from those either.
This is not fresh, is it? There's some kind of liquid in it.
Okay.
Yes.
How about the election?
So I only put cans on here. I didn't put any glasses
Okay.
on the counter.
Sorry.
We also do not elect people.
You just missed the
Do not elect people. Yeah.
We do not elect people. We elect not to elect people.
You all just missed the election in Ireland by one day.
I mean,
No.
no, I didn't.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know. You just missed it.
I corrected myself.
They have all been found already.
Sorry. It's clean.
Is it clean?
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think
No, it's not clean. No.
But there was some liquid in it.
Yes, it's not clean. Everything on the table, except the 3 mugs here, was not clean. Yeah, Florian, you removed them. You know where this goes?
The mugs. Yes. Also the other mugs. Sorry. Can I dry my hands on the? Perfect. And then I will take this. Take it.
We drink so much coffee, tea, alcohol, and just. What were these for?
If the owners have a preferred way of organizing things,
They used to.
Yes. Give me the.
this is
Are
snaps.
they clean or are they not clean?
This is snaps. They don't. Yeah.
I mean, they should be used for eggs.
Shots.
We did use them as shot glasses
Yes.
to make sure that the shots were not too large.
Yeah.
Because
It was a good idea.
experienced in the past that when you use a regular glass for shots,
Yes.
the shots accommodate the glass, not the other way around.
Yep.
Or-
Even if you start with good intentions,
Yes.
things escalate, as Stefan would put it.
This goes to the other glass, right?
Any of yours?
No, it's warm, so.
Yeah, but
This one.
You're very easily distracted. He's still kind of, well, man, what if there's really something over
Where do snowmen go to dance?
Oh, and then, where's it?
I know it.
Yeah.
It's easy. Come on.
We're also very easily confused.
Snowman. What are they made
Where
of?
do you go to dance? Well, you don't go to dance.
It's
So.
the snow club, obviously. No,
A snow club.
No, snow.
Plow.
no.
Where do you go to dance? You go to the.
I go to the bar.
to the ball.
Snowball.
Snowball! Hey, took him a while.
This is immensely humorous.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Now we know I'm not the
All right.
Oh, this one's not broken.
Long has yet to win one, so
No, she won one.
She won one.
She won that one.
Yes.
That was her joke.
Yes.
All right. Cool. Ready? 1, 2, and go. No, go, 2, and go. That was
doesn't like trees.
kind of disappointing sound, right?
Yeah.
It should be a little more noisy.
And the other guy is
All right. What did the Christmas tree say to? Oh, let's see. Okay, so we had this one already.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same.
no,
Same.
boss.
yeah, I do it.
It's done. That was an old one.
These ones, chocolates.
Has anyone seen the orca?
Hey, take me.
No, Luca does not have it.
This.
Come on, do it at the same time.
Wait.
Why did you put it there?
No. Here. Why?
It's too much.
This is a stupid blender.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't take it.
Oh,
apart.
it was clean.
That was clean. I know.
For,
Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure.
I cleaned it.
Okay.
So
Because Ali just gave it over.
yeah, it was.
Anyway,
So.
just in case.
Yes.
Now it's for sure.
No,
clean.
it's super clean.
Yeah. That's stupid that you can't take it apart.
Yeah, I know. It's really. So I mean, the best way, of course, would have been to fill it with hot water and then blend.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ja, get together. What? Pinch it off.
Good.
Yeah, it's okay. Yes, but I don't use the side.
So, will you take them to the bin? Thank you. Oh, that's a little bit too small.
Yeah, we ran out of the other one.
No, right. What my true love gave to me.
6 stars are leaping.
What do you mean?
What? that
We
this was a
didn't sing
problem.
any Christmas songs. This is
Not
the first
yet.
one we're singing.
No, we can
Lyrics.
say hallelujah
Peacock said
together.
Oh my God.
It's not a Christmas song.
Cathal.
Is it-
Go. Peacock said peeking. They're peeing.
Six geese are laying.
6 geese are laying.
5 gold rings. 4 calling bird, 3 friends, 2 turtle dove, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 7th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 7 swans are swimming, 6 geese are laying, 5 gold rings. Not golden, gold. Calling bird, 3 friends, hens, 2 turtle dove, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 8th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 8 maids are milking, 7 swans are swimming, 6 geese are laying, 5 gold rings. 4 calling birds, 3 hens, 2 turtle dove, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Money.
On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids are milking, 7 swans are swimming, 6 geese are laying, 5 gold rings. 4 telling birds, 3 friends, hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 10 lords are leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids are milking, 7 swans are swimming, 6 geese are laying, 5 gold rings. 4 calling birds, 3 friends, hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 11 pipers piping, 10 lords are leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids are milking, 7 swans are swimming, 8 geese are laying, 5 gold rings. 4 calling birds, 3 friends, hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Okay. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 12 drummers drumming, 9 pipers piping, 10 lords are leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids are milking, 7 swans are swimming, 6 geese are laying, 5 gold rings. 4 calling birds, 3 friends, hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Good stuff. And the crowd went wild.
So what's the answer?
I've heard
10
it.
lords are leaping.
10 lords are leaping, 9 ladies swimming, 8 geese are
8 maids are milking, 7 swans are swimming, 6 geese are laying, 5 gold rings. 4 calling birds, 3 friends, hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
I heard this song polyphonic. This is the first time I heard it sung cacophonic. And now,
At least look how we are singing.
well, for certain definitions.
Yes,
of
yes,
singing.
yes, yes, yes.
That's not copyrightable.
No, that's not copyrightable, no. No one would want that. It's my handwriting.
I just said this is a proof that people don't need alcohol. Bjorn was
Yeah.
why you had coffee and you
Yeah.
still have fun.
Yeah, exactly. Alcohol is absolutely
Lords
absolute.
are leaping.
I've never actually read the lyrics because we have an Icelandic version,
Okay.
which at some point I've sung. Yeah,
Yes.
in Gaelic.
No, it's more of a joke
Uh-huh.
about the guy getting really angry when this girlfriend keeps sending him all this crazy stuff.
Okay.
And the mother has to leave the house and go to an old person's home because there's all these 9 lords a leaping with the 8 maids a milking.
Yeah. Right. House is full of shit.
Look there.
How are we doing on time?
I don't see.
Okay, we got 45 minutes to...
What do we need to do?
The
Rest.
table is very nicely prepared at the bar. They made a very nice table for us.
Good.
Oh. Ooh.
That was good singing.
Yeah. Not according to Luca, but
Whatever.
he has his own definitions
Yes.
Of what?
of singing quality.
Of singing.
Singing.
Yes,
You,
Let's have a karaoke.
you have expectations. This is where you go wrong, Luca.
Never have expectations.
You have expectations.
No,
Next
that's not.
task, so we need to have karaoke so that Luca can sing.
karaoke.
Yes, Luca will have to sing.
Yes. This
Yes.
is one of the tasks.
Gloria Gaynor.
Honestly,
I want to hear Luca singing Gloria Gaynor.
Any more cups, glasses to wash?
I will survive.
I don't think
First I was afraid. It's not gonna happen.
I am aware of this, which is why I want to see it.
Well, I won the dragon. I'm not gonna get one, so I guess we're both gonna be disappointed.
From outer space. You just walked in to find me here without that look upon your face. I should have changed just as a clock. Should have made you leave it me. If I'd have known for just 1 second you'd be back to bother me. Oh, now go. Walk out the door. Don't turn around now. Cause you ain't welcome anymore. When we were trying to hurt me with your bye, think I'd crumble. Think I'd lay down and die. Oh no, not I.
I will survive.
For as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I gotta change that.
So how do you pack up the guitar? You have a guitar case?
Oh, now go.
All right, I'll go. No problem.
Zimt.
Yes.
All this we can put out in the daylight tomorrow morning. So
All right.
package up and
But this one also?
mine.
Also?
Yep.
But you don't have a...
No.
All right.
Oh, now go.
Zimt.
Stern.
Stern.
Simt. Strand.
Stern.
Stern.
Strand.
Stern. Zimt Stern.
No matter how often
Stern.
you keep repeating that,
Schnitzel biscuit.
It will never be...
it will never be a thing.
Well, no, Cahan, you just have to come up with a recipe for schnitzel biscuit.
I will make a Schnitzelkuchen.
Schnitzelkuchen.
Schnitzelkacke.
Schnitzelkacke.
Simt. Strand.
Again, you might not be aware, but kake is poo.
Kacke.
Yes.
Kicks.
There is cake.
Kicks will be
Norwegian.
biscuit, right?
No, it's
Yeah,
It's a
Kicks.
German Norwegian.
cakes.
Yeah, yeah.
Kicks.
Kake.
Kicks.
Cakes.
Is
Cakes
that
is very
biscuit?
German.
That's biscuit.
Yes.
Yeah, well, it's actually blended from cake.
We should.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you would say kuchen.
Okay.
It's just soup, but
I felt funny this morning after that.
After...
I think it's because of your weird language, you know why?
Why?
For most of us normal
It is the
people, when
way
it's
we
written
do
C-A-K-E,
Kake.
we would pronounce it as kake.
kaka in
Kake.
English is
Yeah.
And in the normal languages like mine, that's completely phonetic, it would be tsake. Why do you write it tsake and you read it as cake? That's like a weird thing to do. Why do you write C and you pronounce it as K? there, in the corner. We kept it for the fridge.
This is it. We're almost finished.
All right.
How? Do you still want this box?
No. But or this box. But the adapter. You keep the adapter. We don't need to keep that. There it is. Then you bring it home.
I've been tasked with decorating the house.
Thank you, Sigmund.
Basilico.
Basilico.
Thank you. Yay!
Yay!
I guess.
All right. So before it crashes, we have to decorate it. You have to decorate it.
But I don't know how. How do you start with a nice frosty?
No. So I mean, I would just put on stuff and let it leak down. But this is okay. Now you're doing the job. Yeah, edges are.
Oh, that's not so nice. Oops. Should have gone from the top down.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's tricky.
Difficult to work with, especially because it's extremely warm right now.
Mm-hmm.
Not super comfortable.
So decorate one side. Is it time to start taking down the cameras?
We take down last.
Okay.
But this one already ran out, so.
Oh, okay. No, that's good. Do the chimney.
The chimney? Yes, the chimney's a good one.
Well, you don't have a lot, right?
No, unfortunately.
People who are indoors and you want something in the kitchen, just take.
Sorry?
If you want something in the kitchen,
Something edible.
anything.
Anything. Like a cup or a tape.
Anything that we bought.
Something inedible.
I would like to see if they have a preferred location for different types of glasses and plates. I would like to see the, time lapse of the video when they move things. I mean, if they're smart, they put everything on the table and then they take it out in the right place. But if they have an opinion, they're gonna be like, "Shit, what happened?"
I guess it's probably also not often that, because now basically people from both houses have been eating and cooking here.
Yes.
So I guess it doesn't happen all the time when they rent it out. There's so
Right.
many people.
Yeah.
Here
Yes,
and cooking so often,
yes, exactly. Yeah.
Because we've been using a lot of plates also because of the fact that we were having lunch and dinner and
Yeah.
some plates were still in dishwasher. So
Yes.
I guess looking at how much of the sugar thingy you have left, you can't do much.
No,
You should-
Maybe the top.
Yeah, just decorate the street facade, not the other side.
I don't mean to question, by the way, your ability
No.
as a carpenter
Yes.
of life,
Yes.
but I feel like
There's.
this door should be on the floor and not on the ceiling.
I feel like you are correct.
Yeah.
But in my excuse, my helper held this away from me. But you are right.
No.
What did you suggest I should do?
Florian,
Not just to.
Oh, yes, the ridge, yes.
Florian, you're completely wrong. This is a Christmas house, and if there is a meter of snow during Christmas,
Yeah.
this is
you're
the
right.
perfect thing to start.
Which you know is how I grew up, right?
In Iceland, we built the roof as the door stays.
So, not kidding. Normal level of snow would be onto the roof of our house,
Yeah.
and then we would dig, steps
Yeah.
down
Yeah.
to enter.
Yeah.
From roof level down one floor. I mean, we had a one-story house, so it was not tall, but you really had to.
Yeah.
Well, and then when I came home for Easter and things like this, Christmas, we only had one fridge, and then it's a long nothing is open for several days in a row, so they would let the store manager know that I was coming, so they would buy skimmed milk,
Yeah.
like 12 extra because nobody drank that except me. and then we put this. You know, we made a hole into the snow, and we use this as a fridge.
Yeah.
And it's perfectly 0 degrees temperature.
Course,
it's
yeah.
amazing chill effect. And it's just, you know, if you need something, you just go outside and pick it up.
Snow shouldn't be 0, no?
No, it's inside the snow.
Oh, okay.
It's completely isolated from the weather, from the frost outside.
Yeah.
So it's you know, it's really awesome isolation.
Nice, man.
Yeah. So it actually wouldn't freeze. Like, you know, at least in the short term, it wouldn't freeze.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
I've seen it once on TV and some place in Siberia where you would actually get the milk like a loaf of cheese, right?
Yes, yeah.
They just freeze it.
Yeah. You cut your milk. Can you cut me a bit of milk?
How many liters do you need? 2 liters. There you go, boss.
Yeah.
Well, it's cool.
Yeah.
No,
Well, there's actually a Austrian comedian who said that like Heracles said Pantare, everything is flowing, and he went to the shop and said 1 liter of sausage and a can of wood.
No, I'm just like thinking, as a kid, I don't remember such snows, but in the mountains.
Well, as a kid, I do remember having like half a meter of snow during winter. That was
I mean,
fairly
half a
normal,
meter is one thing, you know,
which we
like,
never get
but
these
he's
days
talking
anymore.
about, what, 2
Yeah.
meters?
No, I mean base level, like everywhere in the village was maybe 1.5 meter, and then you go up from there.
Yeah.
And around, for example, around the slaughterhouse, which was, you know, let's say it's almost like a 3-story high building and so on, you would have a snowdrift that, you know, there was no snow at the house,
Yeah.
and then would go up 6 meters straight,
Yeah.
and you could actually slide on that.
Yeah.
When we built snow houses, we sometimes made 2-story houses, but we never actually built. We dug.
Yeah. Yeah.
So our snow houses were always inside the drift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just dig inside, but we made sometimes, you know, tunnels inside and so on. And
I think you've been at Trnovačko Lake.
at
Trnovačko Lake in Maglic. When you climbed from Tara,
Okay.
that lake that you climbed on,
Right.
that's Trnovačko Lake.
okay. Yeah, I think so. Yes, it's a glacier lake.
Yes.
Yes.
Asa didn't have shoes, you know, like and so on.
Yeah.
I took my maps. So when you go there in the winter,
Yeah.
So Milan once told me they went once in winter, you know, like, and they were kind of hiking there in that area. So they were looking for that shepherd's cottage. So that there are cottages, we call it katoon,
Yeah.
where the shepherds in the summer, you know, like bring the sheep, you know, like, and then they're, I don't know exactly the month, I'm gonna be lying, but probably October, bring them a little bit down, you know.
Right.
to the
Yeah.
villages, yeah. So normally that would be the shepherds kind of that live there and
Thank you.
make the cheese, you know, like make kaimak. Kaimak is this, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
Greasy, you know, like product and so on, fatty product, yeah. So they were kind of walking around and looking for that cottage, and where was it? It was here, you know, like, and they were standing on it.
Yeah.
It was totally leveled. Not So he was like, it must have been here somewhere, and they,
Yeah.
like they have GPS, they have everything, you know, like, but they also know visually.
Yeah.
That's the rock, you know.
Right.
That's the
Yeah.
thing, and,
This rock aligned with this mountain, and you know.
There is the cottage, you know, like
Yeah.
they were thinking it was bad weather, you know, like, oh, we are probably somewhere on the roof.
Yeah.
There is nobody there, but you know.
Yep.
I remember also once, he's also in mountain patrol, you know, like there was this
Yeah.
family, and it was so bad weather that they recommended also families from those villages to go down.
Okay.
I think they kind of refused, you know, like that somebody living a little bit secluded,
Right.
you know, like family. I think at that time young children. So they lost a bit contact with them. So what to do, how to do, you know, like, so 2 of them actually were thinking, with cars you cannot go.
Yeah.
I know how it is in Bosnia with the choppers and everything. It takes ages to allow it to fly, you know, like, and maybe sometimes it's even political, you know. So now there were forest fires in Foča, like the region around Sutiska National Park. So Serbia does have capabilities, and they were really willing to help, but it took days, you know, like to prove it to its different state, and then it kind of takes also a little bit admitting we cannot solve it ourselves. So anyway, that time they were looking for a chopper, no choppers of any sort, so you need to catch army chopper somewhere, you know, like, but also those things are apparently not readily. So Milan and somebody else actually started on feet. And you know, like, that was pretty much endeavor of a day or two actually to get to the place. It was, as you say, totally snowed down. He says they were safe. They also managed to dig out around. They were kind of out of food, almost, because they couldn't go to. Normally, and it's now my guess. Normally, in such kind of villages, you would have this small cottage in front of a house where you put cheeses and stuff. So there should be, and there is probably a shed for smoked meat also. But if it's so snowed down, you cannot get anywhere pretty much. So he says we arrived pretty much at the same time when this military chopper came. Like, and you know, they wanted to leave them, but they wanted to stay. They just asked if you can leave them some food. So they left them food, and you cannot force people. I was like, so basically you went all the way up, and chopper came. Well, at least we brought them food, you know. But they were fine. Yes.
I mean, it happened occasionally. So, like, when I was young, there was way more snow apparently than when my parents were young. So it was a period of really heavy snow, and it happened that that you would have to actually clear the roofs of houses. And I know even at some point in Ísafjörður northwest, there were pictures of people clearing the roofs of, you know, like really grand 2-story high houses. So not just like, you know, but like really with tall roofs, and just to dig down maybe 2 meters of snow just to relieve the weight of the house.
I think
it's crazy.
You can see that stuff still somewhere in the Narcops in Montenegro, for example.
Yeah, when it's also
around Durmitor, they say
not unusual that like the fire brigade does that job of clearing roofs.
Yes.
Not the roofs, for them it was. I think what you often hear. They are mostly concerned that the livestock survives. You know? It's normally not far, but not also close. So it's actually really. You have to dig that trench. You have to dig the trench wide enough and good enough so it doesn't collapse on you while you're there. So dig a trench just to be able to get to the animals and feed them. Because apparently they say, well, as you say, this, how do you call it, snowdrifts? If you are unfortunate, those drifts can be really huge. What you have in our area also. I think it's called cars. So cars is a type of terrain with lots of erosion, you know, like, so you have this kind of sinks. I don't know how you call them, you know, like, so the snow blows, you know, like on the edges you won't have much, but within it you would get quite some, you know. And apparently at the bottom of these sinks, let's call them vrtača, as we call them, you would have fertile soil, so people would be planting things there. And because of the proximity, sometimes they would be building houses. So I think that makes it even easier to get snow down, because the snow naturally. If you didn't plan ahead, it kind of protects you from wind. But if you are really misfortunate to have so much snow.
So people throw the car outside of village in September. And you pick it up in May. And if you need to go somewhere, the main roads were cleared. So, but inside the village, it was never cleared. There was no point, because next day it would snow over again.
So where do they do that also?
One time, it's not where I grew up, but I was living in Akureyri. For half a month, I did not see the house across the street.
Oh man!
Just for half a month in a row, there was such a snowstorm.
So, do you have such winters these days?
No.
But you said there was.
So we had an unusually cold winter in Reykjavik the other day, but not snow. Not snow.
So
much less snow.
What do people say? Is it because of the
it
climate change? Or?
Possibly yes. So the cold in the winter could be that. less energy in the Gulf Stream, for example, could result in that.
Yep.
And like we had minus 25 in Reykjavik, which so close to the sea, it just doesn't happen.
Insane, yeah.
Yeah.
To have minus 25 in my place,
yes.
You can even explain how it happens.
Yeah.
Cold air goes in
yes,
the valley, hot air
yes.
up, and then you may get 25 is extreme. But I've seen minus 18 like on a New Year's Eve,
But I mean, it's not this far north. You could expect that in Finland, in Sweden, in Norway, in Canada, in America, you had minus 40 degrees in the Midwestern states and so on. So it's not that this is extremely cold. It's just that so close to the sea,
shouldn't be
on the southwest corner of something. You should not expect that.
Go to Vladivostok and finding minus 40, 50.
Yeah, there's no issue, right? It's no problem. Yeah, but it
belongs to the area.
but that you don't have like that one. The only access to sea is north, right?
Yeah, totally. And the other is rivers.
Yeah. But I mean, I've seen, for example, in '79 we had actually drift ice coming all the way from Greenland. So I think this is the last time that we had this. So basically, the whole sea was covered in ice.
It would just melt, probably.
Nowadays, there's just less ice to go. It's not that I think the sea itself is cold enough. It's just that there is less ice to break off and drift south. So because Greenland is receding, the glaciers are receding, and so there is less, like the Arctic is receding, and so there is less ice to go south. It's not that otherwise, I think it could happen as this.
I've heard there is this massive block.
Yeah.
That's threatening to.
Yeah, maybe, but it's it would have to be something like that. But generally speaking, there's less.
I also sort of.
But that was a really cold spring, I have to tell you. 79, when you have ice everywhere, the whole sea is covered with ice. It was extremely cold. Yes.
When you see hard numbers, true. I'm just like trying to remember when I was a kid. So lots of that is when you are small, it seems everything seems large to you.
Yeah.
I also think I remember years with lots of snow.
Yes. Yeah.
But I was living in a different place.
Yeah.
And when you go to Belgrade, big city.
But again, so there, I think there have always been these fluctuations that have somehow a cycle. And so every other generation in Iceland, I think, typically had more snow than the next, and then you have, less and more and less and more. So I think this is the way it has been, but now it's just changing.
We almost don't have snow in the Netherlands.
Understandably.
It is. I didn't expect it because it's much more north.
I mean, I've seen snow in Thessaloniki. Remember, it can happen.
Yeah, totally.
But so it can be local effects and so on. But but Netherlands is close to the west coast.
Yeah.
Basically, and close to the ocean, and so you don't expect snow really. It can happen, but if it lands, it will stay very shortly and
I'm just like wondering
evaporate.
It's 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Ooh, you had one big spike there.
Yeah.
What is going on?
I don't know.
I also had some things going on.
I don't know when this is. It's a very brief spike.
I had a few spikes today.
Is it possible to zoom in on this? You probably need an app too.
This is not, for me, this is not a good idea to wear these things. Then you start overthinking.
No, I would actually like it.
Huh?
I would like it.
You like it?
Yeah, I think so. Because, I observe, for example, I think my heart rate is too high. Like my resting heart rate is too high.
Let's go sit.
When I slept, it's 557. This is kind of okay for me. It says the resting heart rate is 79. I think this is a little bit too high. I would like to have it a little bit lower.
No, but I think that resting...
You had resting heart rate of 50 something, right? 57?
55.
55, yeah.
What's your resting heart rate? 55.
You run, right?
The Fitbit says.
Yeah.
My watch.
Let me see yours.
125.
You run a bit, right?
My resting heart rate is 52 according to my other one.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, I do run.
Yes. So I think this helps with the resting heart rate.
79.
I think so too.
Yeah. I'm not gonna run.
You're not going to run?
No, I'm not a runner.
Understandable though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have the shape for it. I mean, I don't have the height for it, and now I don't have the knees for it. So
Yes.
yeah, because it's not so nice on the knees. Yeah.
We set and immediately from see how quickly it goes down.
As a kid, I split runs into 2 categories. There's the 100-meter dash, and then there's long distance running.
Oh.
And I only did one. The first one.
Yeah.
So 200 meters for me was long distance running.
If after 100 meters you haven't caught your prey, then it's going
Yeah, exactly. Yes, yes.
My resting heart rate is 79.
Yes, same thing for me.
79.
How is it possible that it's the same? I think it's just setup of
No. There are different people with. Now it's saying 79. Oh, sorry, 79. Yeah. So I mean, there are different people with different resting heart rates.
What?
So look,
This is news
it's
to
now
me.
80. we set, and it's 80.
I mean, the heart rate now, 81.
See?
Yeah, but I mean, it's.
Oh my
but,
God.
No, but this
Maybe
is.
we are brothers.
But
Maybe
this
we are
is.
the same person.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Terrible news!
Horrible!
So, but I mean, it's. I mean, I roughly had that
This
temperature.
idea scared
Now I
me
have
so
83.
much. It's 92.
I left and it's 83. Oh, 85.
No, idea of being the same person as Bjorn jumped into 97.
Yeah.
I don't think you have quite the same hair color.
No.
94. Bjorn, don't make such suggestions anymore. Ever.
Well, I think you made that suggestion, not me.
I got so upset by a thought that I may be Bjorn that my heart rate jumped by 10 beats. No, 87 again. Very good, very good. I'm like karma. No,
Karma.
That's enough. Zen. Apparently, I'm not into New Age psychology.
New Age psychology. I'm not sure that karma and Zen are New Age psychology.
No, they're pretty old age psychology also, right? Yeah, they recycled psychology, sure.
Coming back, that I would say pseudo Zen Buddhist things, like in Amsterdam, it's like really
Yeah.
very funny how many people are
Not raining.
funny, meaning if that kind of suits them. So they would be really kind of against any form of religion, like, oh my God, we are so progressive. Then they go to all this mindfulness stuff and so on, which is practically Zen Buddhism. Like, so they just don't go to their church or whatever place they would be going generally, and they consider people that do such stuff very archaic, like, and so on. Fine. But I'm like, hey, don't be judgmental, because twice, 3 times per week you're going to some Zen Buddhist stuff. Oh, because it calms me down. I was like, exactly. That's why they go to church.
Yeah. Mindfulness is, it's basically not having a phone.
That's what I mean.
This is pretty.
I was measuring this device. I kind of made breaks more yesterday or the day before. And I'm kind of okay. We play poker even, it's exciting, or do the tower, 8ish, like. I go to answer emails. I look at the thing. 100, flat. These endless threads of, you understand what I mean? I'm like just...
I'm not sure it's...
I
mean, there's so much boring email that I'm not sure this is always interesting heart rate.
Ask this guy. So, but to tell you also, there is this, when I said New Age psychology, I didn't know what it is, but I had a few friends that were really into it. Some of them were psychologists and so on. And apparently amongst this, I've heard the rumors, and when the first time somebody publicly said it, like in Amsterdam, there was this assumption, who are the consumers of, for example, certain drugs like cocaine. And that was associated with kind of these criminal types, but also there was this assumption, bankers on a coke, Zaudas district and so on. Like all of these kind of prejudices. So just about a time when we were creating this police lab with our group and also forensics lab, you know, like we had a funny police chef, you know, like in the Netherlands, and he made a statement in public about who are kind of certain categories, and he was. I liked his way because he was talking about heavy subjects in a very straightforward manner. Like you see that communication department didn't explain how to say it, you know, but he explains it and then it's clear, you know. So he said, as one of the categories, he mentioned something, yoga snaufjes. What is yoga snaufjes? Those would be the people, you know, like that during the week are all into healthy living, you know, like drinking green tea, going for mindfulness.
What's snaufje?
Sniffer.
Yoga sniffers.
Yoga sniffers, you know. So during the week, super healthy life, you know, we are all vegan and so on, and then comes the weekend. Bam, ballistic rocket, you know. Drugs and everything and so on. So he was just mentioning that it's like really widespread problem, you know, like in groups that you wouldn't expect. And he was then mentioning groups of parents. They gather on a weekend to talk about children, they put children to sleep and then they kind of do the drugs together. I was like, what the hell? And he said it. Amsterdam mayor, she went mental, you know, how could he say that? But later on, actually, journalists did some kind of also enquetes and so on, and basically came up with very similar categories. Those are like really